welcome to the Hupcast. Hello everyone and welcome to Hupcast 5. It's the eve of the Christmas show at Nivara Lounge. There's not a mouse stirring throughout the house or anything even remotely like that. Anyway, enough of that rubbish. This podcast is basically songs by lots of the cool bands that are playing tomorrow. And I'm going to kick off with our friends from America. Their name is Former Friends of Young Americans, and this track is called Sea and the Land. Fantastic. That's former Friends of Young Americans and a track called Sea in the Land off their LP, which you can download for free on Bandcamp. The LP is called Dives Like a Fool, Swims Like the Dead. Not unlike yours truly when I'm anywhere near water, unless I'm in the shower or having a drink. Right, I said no more nonsense, sorry. Alright, the next band is How Get. That were previously called His Master's Boy. How Get features two Sams. One is in God Bows to Meth, the other's in Team Ugly, and James of Carb on Carb. And How Get are playing second to last tomorrow at somewhere around 11 o'clock. This is their first track off their forthcoming EP to be released in January, and this is called Tanned Christ. That was How Get and Tan Christ. How good were those two songs? If you haven't just listened to those two songs and thought, I am going tomorrow night, frankly, I don't want to know you. I do. I'm joking. You might have a very good reason. By the way, just listen back to that as I'm editing this, and I've realised how very like Alan Partridge I sounded when I said, Tan Christ! That'll mean something to one of you at least. Anyway, the next band is one of Hamilton's favourites at the moment. This is the Goth and The Pixie, who are playing tomorrow night. This track's called Bag of Ants, and tomorrow night they will be playing with a bassist, yay, and a drummer, yay, which is very exciting. I've only ever seen them as a two-piece, so yet another reason to get yourselves along to Nivara Lounge tomorrow evening. That's Friday the 18th of December. It all kicks off at 7 o'clock. Get yourselves there. This is Bag of Ants. Bag of Ants by the Goth and The Pixie playing tomorrow night. Nivara Lounge, Friday the 18th of December at, it starts at 7:30. Those fellas will be on around, 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. And if you're listening to this in the future, I'm sorry. I've got this out the day before, which is quite a poor show, but never mind. Anyway, this next band are opening tomorrow on stage at 7:30. This is DateMonthYear. Who will be playing a full electric set. They've been playing a number of acoustic sets for the last little while, but tomorrow it's all full on electric. And this is a track from their album of a number of years ago now. It's called Ghost One.
And we walk back and see
Very cool. That's DateMonthYear. You can see them tomorrow night at Nivara Lounge. Full-on electric set, rather like that. I hope they play that one. It's one of my favourite songs. Anyway, oh yes, you should also have a little look on Hamilton Underground Press for Ian Dunnan's interview with Trevor of DateMonthYear. Very interesting read, quite hilarious in parts as well. Lots of other good stuff, of course, on Hamilton Underground Press. Get yourself along for a read. At your leisure. Anyway, bloody hell, I'm sounding like Partridge tonight. This next band is Invisible Threads, another band coming down from Auckland tomorrow night, and they will be having a theremin in their set. One of the most exciting pieces of tech info I received prior to the show. We have a theremin. Well, I'm very much looking forward to see that in action tomorrow night. This is Invisible Threads and a song called Cluedo. Very cool. Invisible Threads and a track called Cluedo. You can see them tomorrow night, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing them. I haven't got a song from every band that's playing, but finishing off the night will be The Recently Deceived, and I'm about to play a track by them. But before I do, just to let you know, there will be door sales. You can get in. It's a tenner on the door, but there are going to be big numbers. I know that already. So if you want to make sure that you get in, you can email hamiltonundergroundpress@gmail.com and buy your ticket in advance just to make sure that you get in. Yes, it's going to be quite an exciting evening, I think. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope you make it tomorrow. If not, never mind, maybe next time. This is The Recently Deceived, and let the games begin. Goodbye.